good writers in this room, including writers.
Civil engineers?
Also civil engineers. But one of the things there is that we might be able to offer you some assistance is in helping to write a user's guide in a way that's understandable to not only any traffic engineer who's just trying to become familiar with this amazing tone that you guys put together, but also the members of the community who don't understand the reasons behind some of the requirements, the good requirements that are in there, so that we can help find the middle ground between members of the traffic engineering world who really only care about throughput, and members of citizens and city councils and so on that only care about their kids being able to play in the street and their property values. We can help you to find the language to find the right middle ground for the better communities for everyone.
Well, let me just repeat who our key leaders are, and there's plenty of other very talented people within the family of our design committee. Barry Shope, who's the secretary of Pennsylvania DOT, is the chair. Rick Land, who's the deputy director of Caltrans. So very influential guy here in California, very progressive. He's the vice chair. And then there's very talented people. They have task forces and working groups subordinate to the subcommittee. But my staff is already telling me that they have agreed to study this. I would suggest, John, that you guys, Jeff, organize a sit-down with Secretary Ashok and Rick Land as a starting point to say, what can we do together? And then lay out whatever you're after and see what they'll be willing to do. But the good news is we're going to have somewhere in the range of 15 million, maybe more, from this research pot over the next 5 years to do stuff. And I don't think we've decided yet how to spend that money. I want to take advantage of the available. Now, there's some research stuff we're supposed to be implementing, but there's ways to do it, and Rick wants it.
We can do it.
There we go.
All right. Okay, I will squeeze in one more question.
Just a real quick, I got to stand up for Georgia and agree with you that Georgia's a big problem now. We had a fantastic DOT head, Janet Evans, who was ousted by the Good Old Boy Network in a rather sweet way, in my opinion. But she was a huge transit advocate. She was taking the governor and driving to Portugal and showing what transit looked like in different places around the world. I'm running for mayor of a small slice of Atlanta, inside the perimeter. It's got case studies that we've talked about here, cutting through it, and if elected, I'm going to use it as a case study for how do we work with the DOT closely but firmly and come up with a nice microcosm within the mess that Atlanta's been and say this is how we do it right.
All right. Okay, so sustainable transportation planning. Several copies are available for a modest price. And finally, I just wanted to say thank you very much, John, for coming. It's been a great pleasure. We look forward to